Hey guys, we're live. We're waiting on Andrina, Drew's paranormal vlog coming in. Luna is away doing something now, and we'll just wait till the chat fills up a wee bit, and then we should start the show. How are we all tonight in the chat? Let's see who's all in. Shrimp Shack, hello. Dobby, hello Dobby. Hatchy Hatch, hello. You're well beaten there. We're just going to let it fill up a wee bit, guys. So as just wait to see where Andrina has went. She is missing in action.
MIA.
She is. She's ran away. That's it. She's not talking anymore. She's ran away into the beyond.
Emma, I said MIA. Oh, that's Sarah. Evening, Sarah. How are you?
I was already there. I did my camera on.
I was trying to make a jovial comment.
He chaos awaits our view.
Evening, everybody. Dobby, Shrimp, Chaos, and Hatchie. Hope you're all well. Enjoying whoever's in the UK. I hope you're enjoying our lovely weather this evening.
Can't beat this weather. I love this weather.
Can he? No, especially when you've got well-laid plans made, or well-made plans, whatever the saying is, and then they all go, what's the word, kaput.
What's that noise? You hear that noise?
My laptop's making 2 seconds.
I was all psyched up and charged up for being off to Edinburgh tonight. And but we've got 4 flood warnings here in different parts of Ayrshire and different parts of Kilmarnock. The road just along the road phase is totally flooded. There's Drew there.
Do you know what I done? I actually forgot how to get in, and I thought, right, back to basics, get to Facebook. Honestly, I forgot what I was doing.
She was getting the days rang at the ghost hunt at the castle. Now she's getting this wrong. I think we need to take her to
I need to go for a psyche check, I think. I did, honest to God, I was like, right, past, right, I'm going on. And I'm like, right, what did I do again? I had to come all the way out of everything to go back into my Facebook to get the link. Just take Facebook off of this and then it'll go
Luna's in, but she's away doing something. I don't know if she's back yet. Just wait till it fills up a wee bit. There's 10 people in now.
It's roasting in here, honest to God. Turn on the
I've not looked at that. I've not listened to that. That, what do you call it? That.
You don't listen to it? It actually says, tell something, I'm sorry. No, Cassie's channel. It was on your channel, wasn't it, Cassie? Aye. It actually says, tell something, I'm sorry. If you listen to it.
I don't know who it could be.
Because I don't think it's going to be for us. I think it's maybe for Luna because it felt like it was for Luna. Why?
Come on, you guys, one at a time. I can't understand you if you ain't but one at a time.
I'm sorry. I think somebody's got their earphones on mute or something because I can hear everything come through.
No, me.
No, me. Oh.
She's talking about on she was on our channel last night.
Somebody got it playing in the background.
Wait a minute.
That's playing in the background.
Maybe it's me. Is that better?
Aye.
That's not Luna. Do you feel it's for anybody, Luna, on maybe your side?
What?
Do you think it's somebody on your side that the message was for?
Yeah, well, I think it was, but I think it was containing to, Jim. Which is,
right.
now it's dark, because what happened is that me and him was texting each other about his doll Malcolm, and how he was feeling, and I said, Malcolm needed to stop, and he got quiet. Yeah, everybody got quiet on the panel after that, and that's when he said, "I'm sorry."
Oh, right. So that's what I
So
thought.
I think it contains that.
I just
Sure.
British accent.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, everybody. Hi, now it's dark.
I'm just saying.
Hi,
to them in the
Shrimp
chat.
Jack.
Hi, Oracles.
So,
Right, Oracle.
I've got a question for you, Luna. Is my guest here tonight?
I think he's always there.
Do what?
Is my guest here tonight with you? And I've left him a space next to me so he can sit and watch.
Oh, yeah, he's actually behind you.
Is he?
Yeah, he's actually on the. Well, he's back by the door some.
Is he?
So
He
he wants
got
to
the
What's
door.
he go on?
He's got something, some paper or something.
A what?
Is that a door? Is that a door right there? The white. Looking to your. Yeah, see, be your left.
What do you mean?
My right.
Wait, here? Or here?
No, the other. There, your hand behind your hand.
There?
Backwards, yeah. Is that a door to that side there?
Aye, that's my door. Out my room. What's he standing
What?
there? Like, is he just standing there like?
Chris, I can barely hear you. I don't know what's going on with your mic, but
Can you hear me?
No, I
Can you hear
don't
me,
know
guys?
what's going on, sir.
if you get closer to it, we can. But
He's standing behind you near the door to your left.
yeah, to your left, or to your left.
Wait, I'll bring this closer. Give us a sec. I can't bring this any closer.
Let me know if you
There
can hear
you
me,
go.
guys.
I don't know what you
Somebody's
just
a
done, but
I can hear you, Drew. Well, I can hear you.
Right. Right.
I hear Drew, I hear Sarah, I hear Scott. If you're the one I'm having trouble
How's
hearing.
that? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you good now. Now I can hear you.
So he's standing behind me at the door.
Right, yes.
So what's he
With
doing?
a big cheesy grin on his face. Do what?
I think he enjoys the fact that he knows that you know he's there.
Hi,
He's
Eddie.
enjoying the company kind of thing.
Well, now that we know he's there, or that you admit that he's here, and you acknowledge that he's there, it's made him a lot happier.
Really?
Yeah. Before, you just kind of knew he was there, but you never acknowledged that he was there, and you never said nothing to him, really. You just kind of knew he was there.
Remember that you tell him it's okay for him to be there? Don't you tell him it's okay for him to be there? He's maybe
I did
happier.
say that. I said that the day it's alright for him to be here. He's a member of our family now and he's allowed to do what he wants.
Maybe what he needed to hear.
Yeah, who's moving something around?
It's not me.
It's not me either.
No, me.
I'm lying on the couch, total silence in here. Nothing. No, I've not even got any cats tonight, so it's bliss.
I
So
was
it's not me.
I'm going through the change of life. I think.
But I tell you, everybody start muting their mic, right? And then we'll know what's coming for. I'll mute my mic for a quick second and tell me if you still hear stuff.
Right, everybody needs to talk one after the other.
Hello.
Not you.
Hello, Mittens.
I think somebody was just moving something around at the time. It stopped now. I don't hear nothing.
Now.
Yeah, I don't hear it now.
Either. Come back, Chris.
I'm back.
I think it's Chris.
It can't be me.
I don't know. It's as if somebody was playing about with their mic, making scratchy sounds. That's what it sounds like.
It's okay, Jim. You know, I get it. I mean, I'm not Oracles, but I'm just telling you, I get it. I'm sure she does too.
I've got the two kittens in here running about. So.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
Is somebody not get headphones on?
I've not got headphones on. I've got
I have to wear headphones, so I can hear you just fine.
See, I find that
That's what it is.
I can't.
That's what it is. It's because you're not wearing
I'll stick my headphones on the bother.
It's reverberating. You're meant to wear headphones.
Okay, doc. No probs. Just give me a minute to click them in.
I got a streaming cam that's got 2 mics on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking normal. Like I'm actually away from it. I'm like probably. I'm normally 6 feet away from my mic talking. Literally. That's how good it picks up. It'll pick up a pin dropping. I don't know why, but it's a good one. I'll take $50 for it. Now I do have a fan on. Let me turn this one off.
It has been quieter. Do you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Now he's rattling the bag over here because he's giving the dog a treat. But
It's been better now. It's not reverberating now. You notice that?
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you
Yep.
fine.
Yep.
yep.
Aye.
And it's
Yep.
not reverberating.
Right.
Hey,
Okay.
Lewis. Hey, Gary. That's a lot better now. So,
Can you hear me?
back.
Right, okay.
back
As
to
long
my
as I can hear
guest,
you and you can hear me, that's fine, mine.
Back to my
Thanks.
guest.
I appreciate that.
Back to my guest before we start doing the tarot cards reading for lovely Gina here. What I take it he only comes in now and again. He's not here all the time.
Chris, are you scared? Are you scared?
I'm not scared. No, it's just.
Are you worried that you might see him? Is that what's wrong?
Oh no, I've already seen him. It's not that. It's just here all the time. Is he here all the time? Where does he go? I would love to come when he comes.
Do you mean is he earthbound? Is he
can't-
wandering about your house 24/7? Is that what you want to know?
Aye, no, I don't have the line.
We need to turn the spirit box and that on for all that.
I don't have
He's
the line
happy
of
that
bed.
he's there. He's a light soul. He's not an active soul. He's a good soul. He's happy that he's there.
No,
He's I get kind of laid back, chilled feeling from him.
No, Chris
He
just
just
wants
like-
to know what he does with his time, if he's there all day
Aye.
long hanging out, or if he just goes away and comes back. Does he visit neighbours?
He couldn't have came for the house. Listen, is he dressed in Victorian clothing? That's all I want to ken. Is he dressed in Victorian clothing?
Did you not see him next to the
I
door?
look at it as like
Scott.
1600s, late 1600s.
It's like
He must be
16,
he must be
early,
for- he must be
early
for the-
1700.
Aye,
He's
wait,
attached to the land. It's the
I get
land
it.
he's
I'll
attached
look
to.
1600s, early 1700s.
Yeah,
looked
yeah,
it
you've got to remember that.
I
Uh-huh.
went and I looked up the land rights, right? I've got a book with all the land rights all the way back to the 14th century, right? There was no buildings whatsoever on this plot of land where my house is. But 500 yards behind my window, there is a farm.
But don't forget, sometimes there doesn't necessarily have to have been a building there. It could have been a place. I mean,
something
somebody's
that
all got a favourite place to walk or something. It could have been
Or he
a
could have
place,
died in the field.
you know, he used to take
Behind
a
your
walk
house.
or, you know,
I mean,
it doesn't,
He could have
it
had
doesn't
animals.
necessarily be a building.
Do I feel like he's from the farm area over there and on that property? He's from that property. He's from that farm or the property or something.
Is it
He's
okay now, Lewis? You hear us okay now, Lewis? Just looking at chat, guys. I think they're having trouble hearing some. I don't know.
No, it's
Is everybody hearing us all right? Right,
No, it's
okay.
everybody
Just
just
listening
talking,
Lewis's
everybody.
comments. Sorry.
No, I'm not fear for him. I'm not actually, right. See, because I ken he's here now, I'm starting to treat him.
I'm on
like
mute
family.
unless I'm talking.
See,
So you're curious to talk to him then? Is that what you mean? You're curious to interact with him now that you know he's there and he knows you're there?
No, this is what I did today. Everybody was at the house and I had to go and get the shopping. So before I shut the door, I went, look after the house, cheery, and I shut the door and locked it. As if to
Right.
say,
So you're acknowledging him now?
That's all you need to do. You just talk to him normally. Talk to him about everyday stuff, what you've done that day, where you're going. You know, just a normal conversation.
but what I'm trying to say
He's
is,
a person like we are. I mean,
When,
he was with us.
but
what
what
are
I'm
you
trying to
saying,
say is,
Chris?
what I'm trying to say is he here all the time? Does he move about the house? Does he go down the stairs? Does he watch the telly? Or
He
does
goes
just
all
stand?
he goes all over. He goes all over the house.
Does he?
Like, literally, he's not stuck to one room.
He's
He goes
basically
all-
moved in.
I'll tell you what's happened. See, since you told me about him, my dog stopped looking in the corner and barking. She doesn't date anymore.
Oh, see, that's interesting because that means that he's now part of the household, and even the dog feels it. Because before the dog's obviously wondering who he is, and with you saying out loud and acknowledging him, he just thinks that you're talking to the person in the room.
Aye.
See, you know what I mean?
Used to lie outside my bedroom door and growl at something.
Because now you were acknowledging this man there, but now you're acknowledging him, the dog feels more comfortable because the dog now knows, all right, well, Chris is acknowledging Jim in the corner. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? What I'm saying, Luna?
If I could find out his name, I could probably find out who he is. When you go, Luna, sorry.
Do you think that makes sense, Luna? That the dog's maybe more settled now that they're acknowledging the spirit?
Animals always pick up on spirit. It's in their nature to do that. And I would say yes, that he's picking up on the spirit that's there. And when you go to bed at night, he feels like this person's supposed to leave because the dog feels like the house is church, but the guy's not going to leave because he feels like it's his home too. And now acknowledge that it's his home too. He's not going to leave.
And the dog obviously knows that he's part of the family now that he's acknowledging him, so the dog's more comfortable.
The dog will get used to it, as now that you're getting used to him being there, the dog will too.
You've got to remember when you get away and leave Jesse in the house, it's going to be Jesse and him.
That's very true.
He's going to be, you never know if he's petting your dog when you're out, he's good to it, bad to it. You don't know. I would imagine he would be good to the dog, but it's obviously the dog didn't understand why he wasn't acknowledging this man.
And
now the dog does. Sorry, Chris.
If he's fair farm, she's a sheepdog.
Well, she's guarding your room door, isn't she? That's what she's doing, what she's meant to do.
Since then, she was doing it every night. No, she's not doing it now.
Well, there you go. She's happy that you have acknowledged this person and that he's settled in.
Another possibility, I don't know if you agree with this, Luna, another possibility is that the spirit is actually using the dog.
I see that could be
many ways to get attention. And maybe the spirits knew that if he stands in that one bit, the dog's going to keep looking and you're going to notice the dog looking.
I see, I could do that,
And that's why the dog no longer looks in that spot, because as far as the spirit's concerned, he's got your attention now and he's happy at that.
Yes.
What do you think, Luna?
Yes.
Probably just what he wanted all language recognition, innit?
So he could have been using the dog to get that, just to get your attention.
Well, I'm saying all along, it's maybe just what he wanted was recognition of being there for Chris.
Oh, I think that's what he wanted. He just wanted Chris to know he was there, and that because he knew Chris knew he was there, but Chris never talked to him. You know, I mean, he's like that. He's lonely, same as you. You want somebody to talk to him.
I honestly thought he was going. To be honest,
he's maybe just he's maybe just heeded your warning and decided just to step back and be there, but no let you know he's still there. Didn't want to upset you.
Well, he's welcome anytime, and if he's here the now, I'll wait to you.
I know doctors will hear you through the mics. If he speaks, we should hear him like that EVP last night.
I would like to find out his name because I could go to the estate and find out who stood in that house all the way back to the 15th century because they've got records.
It's up to you if you want to do that, Chris. Nobody can tell you no to, pal. It's your house, your spirit. Try and get answers out of him first, but and then validation to back it up, what the history books say or your neighbours say.
Luna did say about my next door neighbour that there is a woman spirit in there.
Right.
Didn't you, Luna?
Oh, Nellie's in. Hi, Beth, as well.
Yes.
How's things going, Beth, with the hurricane? Are you okay? I've been thinking about you off and on the food, eh?
Nah, I was thinking about Beth the day too. It just popped into my head.
Let me know, Beth, if it's calmed down, would you, please?
I told her where I was at, and that you guys had asked about her. I've been worried about her myself.
Aye.
So we were all complaining the day, weren't we, guys, on the group messenger that it was raining, it was this
Oh,
and
right.
that, and I was like, just think of poor Beth in the middle of a hurricane.
Why don't we? Right, here's an interesting idea. Why don't we do a night investigation in Douglas?
Hi, Mittens.
Night
Why
investigation of what?
I'm just saying to Scott and Andrina, why don't you come up to Douglas and we'll do an investigation of the churchyard at Douglas? Why
At
not?
night,
Aye.
I'm up for it.
Yeah, I've said that a couple of times, Chris, but did you know say that the police are quite thingy? Did we talked about it, Sarah, did we know about going, but did you know say, Chris?
It should be alright.
But then,
I looked into it, I looked into the law, I looked into the can stop you to walking in the graveyard. Good God.
We're not doing any harm at the end of the day, are we really? If they come and you just say, look, we were doing a bit of ghost hunting, we've no damage, nothing, we've done it in the past.
I seen tourists in the other day. In the poor
Alright. See, that could be your videos that's doing that. Maybe like it comes up when you fly, well, maybe more so, I don't know if you've put any out with the Douglas tag in it. When you Google Douglas on the YouTube search engine, it comes up the videos of Douglas.
I'll need to get you inside. I think you would love to see inside it. It's beautiful inside.
Aye, definitely. It's that woman's spirit, that woman's skeleton been right, well, her coffin actually been right up against the wall. It intrigues me.
That's her name's. Did you not say her name, Scott? Why do you say her name?
Is it Beth or Elizabeth?
It was Elizabeth.
No, Beth. Beth was at the castle. I might have said her name, I can't remember.
The book is ever there with all the cast, all the folk names in it.
She's definitely connected to the. She's definitely connected to the church. As I say, quite well to do, quite elegant, but very, very pleasant.
See that book?
Very light.
So do you think that's who it is then, though, Scott? Is the woman that's actually in the church, the actual woman that is in the church? Like, you know how Chris told us that there's actually two coffins in there. One's a woman, one's a man. Do you think that who is actually in the church?
It's possible it is, because she does.
So you know better to tell that until you get into the church and see.
I think I'd be able to. I think I'd pick up there once I was inside the building.
Right.
Is that the church?
That's the church. St. Bride's. It's like nearly 1,000 years old.
But she loves the place. She's very fond of the place.
I'm glad you're all right. Hi,
This
Dobby.
is here. There's the woman there. That's her.
Right. Interesting to see, wasn't it, if that's who's in the courtyard?
I can't read it. Tomb off. I can't read it because I'm dyslexic, obviously. But
Aye, no, it's all right. Don't worry about it, Chris.
yeah, okay.
James.
You read it all right.
James something, the Earl of Douglas and his wife. See, it doesn't say her name. It just says and his wife. Is that at St. Bride's Church? Doesn't tell you her name? On that anyway. I'll get the book off you when I see you next anyway, Chris, and we'll get you read
This
it.
book, I can't give this book away because I have to.
Oh no, right, all right. Is that the ghost hunting book? Right.
No, this is a first edition.
All right, no bother.
It's a first edition. It's worth about £9.
No bother, pal. I just thought that was the ghost hunting book.
Right, so what do you want to do first?
Do you want a wee postcard for Spirit Troops? Or are you happy to play them? Just tell us what you want. I'm not bothered.
In the chat, guys, if you put yes, I'll put your names up for a tarot card reading. If no,
it's up to yourselves, Troops. I'm happy to play them. It's all your show. These are what makes us come back, so it's up to yourselves. So how? Oh well, I was going to say I maybe better not saying, Luna. How did things go last night at midnight? Maybe you don't want to talk about it. Understand if you just say fine if you don't want to talk about it.
What was happening at midnight?
It was fun.
Right. Okay. Good.
Can't tell the difference yet, but you know.
Right, I'm just asking if the actual event went what you wanted.
Oh, it was actually just a little late, so it may not work, but you know.
Right.
What was it you were doing? Some magical spell?
Just don't ask. That's the best way.
Some spell?
That's you
If
told
she wants to
Sunshine.
talk about it later on, she will, right? Just that's all you need to
It
know.
was to
You don't
Oh,
need
yeah.
to tell me. You don't need to
it
tell
was to bring out more of my abilities that I have, to open me up more. I was closed for a little while and I didn't use them, and I recently opened back up like in April, and so it's just getting used to using them again and leaving them open constantly instead of shutting them
Well,
off. And
I can honestly say, Luna, you've made my week telling me about my guest. No, honestly, I'm not scared. People think I'm scared, but I'm not. Because you tell me there was
I don't think
somebody
you're
else visiting.
scared. I think
I'm
well, when
curious.
he was talking about not using the spirit box in your house,
No.
I get why you don't want to, but if you protect yourself from that, you'll be okay using
I'll
it.
sit in my car. Whoever buys my old car from me is going to get a present that comes with it.
You know, it's really, to be truthfully honest with you, Chris, it's not going to matter whether you use the
I was just about to say that. You're doing the likes of this is enough to
and
hold on with.
you're already in it.
Look,
You already
I'm
bring
quite-
it to you
yeah,
by talking about it.
I've got
Right.
Right, they'll
protection
protect
I
you.
know that you're protected, but I'm talking about your house. Your house can, because they know that you sense them, and because you talk about it with us, or even on this panel, they talk too.
But
They talk to each other.
But the great thing
No.
is, I've got a bodyguard now.
Huh?
I've got a bodyguard now. Andy comes in, he'll kick them out again.
You've got a watcher of your home when you're not in. You've got to make sure that it's all okay.
Can that happen? Can spirits, good spirits, kick out bad spirits?
Can good spirits
Good.
No,
Kick out like
can
say
a
there was
good
two
spirit-
bad spirits and a good spirit, or
One at a
vice
time,
versa.
One at a time, please. I can't hear both of you at the same time. Okay. Chris, you said what you was going to say, and let Drew say what she's going to say, and that way
That's
I can get
okay. It was to try and help Chris to explain, but what Chris
I
explained.
want you to explain your side of it, but I'm hearing Chris's too. So, and he's talking so low that I can't hear him.
Right.
So,
What I'm saying is, can you hear me better now?
yes.
Right. What I'm saying is, can a good ghost, a good spirit, right, say he's in your house, like my pal, say a bad spirit come in, could he, in theory, grab him, take him back out again?
Can the good spirit take the bad spirit out? Yes. The good spirit can protect your house. If he feels like he's being threatened, or he feels like you're being threatened, yes. Now, can they always do that? Not always. Depends on the type of bad spirit it is. But for you to get a demon, it's going to be slim. Okay, I'm just saying it's going to be slim. Bad spirits can be a bad spirit. Doesn't mean that it's a demon. There's a difference between a demon and a bad spirit. There's a difference. So, I mean, a twisted spirit, or however you want to put that.
That was what's his name.
There is a difference. All right, Drew, what was you going to say?
Well, I was just got to say. So basically, what Chris was trying to say was, would a good spirit have more power over a bad spirit? Is that what you were trying to explain, Chris? Maybe. Like, say there was a bad spirit in your house, right? Well, maybe not a bad spirit, maybe somebody grumpy, and a good spirit that was just maybe like just happy-go-lucky, like who seems to be in Chris's house now. Would he have more power because he's a good spirit than the grumpy one? That's what I was going to kind of ask. Like, because he's a loving light and more like positive, has he got more power than the grumpy guy to chuck him out? Because let's face it, they can go anywhere they want. They can just keep coming back in and back in. Do you know what I mean? I suppose that would be where Chris would have to put up something in place for to stop the bad one from coming back in. Do you know what I mean?
You can get a grumpy one come through every so often, or you know, a bad spirit, you know, that's kind of grouchy or whatever. And they have a tendency not to stay where there's good at. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Negative runs are negative, positive runs are positive.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless they take it upon themselves to fight over who's going to stay and who's going to go, isn't it?
Basically, I mean,
Yeah, it was power of will.
you can ward your house. I can tell you how to ward your house. I'll send you what you need in Messenger, and you can ward your house.
Right.
All right, mine's warded. Yeah, do I have spirits that comes and talk on a spirit box? Yes. I say before and after prayer, and which I sent it to Drew and I sent it to you. You don't have to use that one, but there's others you can use.
No, I don't want to do things. I will use it. It seems like that. Maybe that's what I've been needing to do. Is pray like that before I do start a session.
You need to always prayer. You need to always say a prayer before and after.
Right.
Always. I don't care if you're going to a graveyard. I don't care where you're at or what you're doing.
Right.
I mean,
and
it doesn't matter if you are one religion or another religion. You can do it in your whatever religion you are. Right. If you're witch, you can say it in a so mote it be, or however you want to put that. Because I put so mote it be behind usually when I say a prayer. So
stay the amen.
And it's just something that I do, but you can do it in however you want to do it, as long as you do it.
Right.
You ask whatever you believe in for protection. And a lot of it is in your belief system, believe it or not.
Right.
It's how strong.
I think that's what I've been lacking on. I think that's what I've needed to do is like start off with a prayer to ask for guidance.
I think
because it seems to be just random voices we tend to get all the time, isn't it, Chris? Scott,
well, you see me. Can I be honest? See when I go with yous, right in Douglas and that at the castle, I say the St. Michael's prayer in my head.
Right. See, I've only really just been lighting my altar up before I go. Sorry, Chris.
No, I'm just saying I say that
but
in my head.
If you're going to do it, like if you're going to do it on here, you need to ask for protection for everybody that's with you, including your chat, whoever comes in the chat. And Jim, you're funny. And he really doesn't say a prayer, I don't think, but I say one.
See, I just really tend to light my altar up before I go anywhere and ask for my ancestors and everybody to protect us, keep us with the good spirits, don't let any bad spirits touch us and harm us and follow us home. That's just what I've really been sticking to when I was just asking for that sort of protection. And then before I begin somewhere, I'll maybe do a quick, please protect us all, or like a type of umbrella above us. That's what I tend to try and stick to in my head. Before I actually walk in somewhere with everybody that's around me, I tend to just try and say, right, spirits, guardians, protectors, all like, and I kind of visualise us all under an umbrella. Do you know what I mean? But I think I do need to say an actual prayer, like what you sent me. I think that'd be more helpful.
I think it'd be stronger if you say a prayer in however you want to say it first. Than just thinking
because
about.
Because I've noticed with my sessions, it just seems to be like random voices, this and that. It doesn't ever seem to be a spirit coming through to try and connect to any of us. Do you know what I mean? It just seems to be random voices that I only ever get. Whereas I want to actually connect to a spirit to help them.
No, you're going to get random. You're going to get random. You're going to get different ones, but you have to decide. It's all in your what you hear, and say like when we was talking to Malcolm, whenever.
Right.
You can specifically hear the voice of that he chose to use, say the answers, but you're going to hear him talk around him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I mean. I need to try and focus in more on one specific voice and try and get that spirit to connect to me.
Is I may hear 3 or 4 voices, right? Specific voices. Maybe a female, you may have 2 females, you may have 1 male, or you may have 3 males and 1 female. That's what I'm getting at. And you take them voices and you listen for the tone of their voice and the sound of their voice. And you put that with each, you know what I'm saying? You put that with each one
Right.
of them. And then you go by that. And they may tell you their name. Like Malcolm told us his name.
So it's just really patience to connect then, isn't it, really?
I will actually say Citizen said his name first. And then the lights started flashing like crazy on the EMF meter. And it stopped, and he said, "Is that your name, Malcolm?" And then it went off again, crazy. And so then, and they said, "Do you want us to call you Malcolm?" And it went off again. So that's how that went down. So,
Right.
I mean, it went on from there. So anyway,
I'll be 2 seconds. I need to talk to William.
Right.
He wants to speak to me about something, but I'll definitely
Keep on
be back in
top
2
of the
seconds, guys. I'll just mute the mic.
I mean, like Dark says, your ears get trained to it. I mean, it takes a minute to get used to it. Like I've been listening to them for a while, so it kind of helps me. I have a hearing loss to start with, so sometimes it's a little hard. But if I put earbuds in, I can hear it a lot better. So that's what I do. I usually listen to it on my phone as I'm listening to it on the, I have it up on the computer too.
Yes.
So that way I can pick up what it's saying and kind of figure out which one is talking. Hi, Panther Paranormal. Hi, Helen. Hi, Jackie.
I think with the necrophonic app as well, sorry Chris, I think with the necrophonic app though, you do genuinely only get the same few voices come through all the time, regardless of where you are. It's always a wee girl and a couple of others. It's never, the voices on the necrophonic app never change.
Mine do, but it depends on what you
guys.
have. Like you may have only certain spirits around you. They may be the ones that follow you, that are around you, that when you turn on the box, they come to you. So that's why you're hearing them voices.
Can I just say quickly, sorry, that Wally just phoned somebody knew about going into the graveyard at night at Douglas, and they said that technically you should phone the council and ask their permission, but the police will not do nothing. So that was just a quick information. On you go, and I'm sorry.
What are you talking about? When you go into a graveyard, you mean?
Wally had phoned somebody that knew there to ask if it would be alright to go into like a graveyard at night, like up in Douglas or Lesmahago or somewhere.
Well, you can ask. You need to ask before you go in the graveyard. Yes, 9 chances out of 10, there's a gatekeeper.
That's what he said. If there's a gatekeeper or something, you need to ask their permission or something for going at night. Right.
That's quite a bit.
And the gatekeeper is the one that you ask, is it okay for you to enter? And, it is, as long as you ask permission and that you're respectful. You need to respect the dead. I don't care who you are or where you're at. You need to respect them. Provoking them a little bit. I mean, people's going to do that. But I'm not one that does that. I will say that. I don't provoke them. I'm sorry about the baby crying in the background. Nothing I can do. But I don't provoke the spirits. I don't believe in it. I think that they'll talk to you if they're ready to talk to you. They're like us.
Yeah, if
they feel like they're on spot, or if they feel like they're put on the spot, or they feel uncomfortable, they're not going to talk. They're not going to do anything for you.
I suppose it's like when you're alive, isn't it? If you're not in the mood, you're not in the mood, that type of thing. So I don't see why it would be any different if you're deceased. Really.
Think about it. Can you imagine sitting in your garden, right, and somebody comes into your garden and starts calling you all the names under the sun,
right,
for a response?
Right.
You're going to jump up, and punch them in the face, aren't you?
Yeah.
I
mean, I would.
Spirit can't do that. You just get really annoyed.
Do you think that's why Mr. Mackenzie doesn't talk so much at Greyfriars? He's just fed up with people asking. Do you think maybe George Mackenzie's just like, they'll go away in 5 minutes? Do you know what I mean?
I think I think with George McKenzie, it's just a kind of spirit soul that he is. He's in life he was a brutal man, and a lot of people might disagree.
Unless we piss him off, then he's going to shout at us.
A lot of people might disagree with what I say, but to me, that's one spirit doesn't deserve respect because of just what he done in his lifetime. And I don't think he's fed up with people, asking him the usual questions. I think he's just a negative spirit, and he's just that way. He just doesn't want to talk. You see, when George McKenzie was alive, he always had this air that he thought he was higher up than everybody else. He was, it, and he's carried that over to the other side. So, in my mind, he looks at people as if they're not worthy enough to talk to. If that makes sense.
Well, because let's face it, he never comes through, doesn't he? No, really. I don't think I've heard him come through mine yet. I think it's maybe just going to take that wee bit of time or annoy him. I don't want to annoy him, but...
In the physical, he was a very evil, brutal, arrogant man. And he's carried that with him. As I said the other day, when we pass over spirit, we take our personalities with us, we don't change. So if you're kind and light in this life, then you're the same in another life, and he's just the exact same as he was in the physical as he is in spirit.
That's what I mean. He's not going to want to talk to us, is he? He's got to just be like, they'll go away in 5 minutes, they all do. They all do.
Well, you think of the amount of ghost hunters that go into that graveyard?
That's what I mean, Chris.
Eventually, you're going to get...
He's probably fed up with me now. That's why I've tended to start trying to ask for other spirits to come through as well in there, because you can't always just ask for Mr. McKenzie. Come on. It's graveyard, it's full of spirits. Obviously, it's got to be full of spirits, so...
Whenever I go in, I say in my head to, when I see Greyfriars and Brights, whatever, I'll say, here with respect, and basically I just tell them, I'm here if you want to talk to me. If you don't, then, it's fine. But I'll be wandering about, so I'm here, and that's it.
Shrimp Shack's going to take dog biscuits.
To me, in my mind, that's the best way. You just let the spirits know, I'm here, I'm open. If you want to talk to me, that's fine. No pressure. I'm going to be wandering about. I don't know what you think, Luna, or anybody who's watching, what their opinion is.
Do I think that the spirits watch you while you're there?
Dobby would be good to come through, wouldn't it? Like a wee bark or something through the spirit box would be amazing, wouldn't it?
No, Luna, what I mean
is... For Bobby the dog to come through, folks.
When I go into a graveyard, Luna, I'll tell the spirits I'm here, and if they want to talk to me, that's fine. I'll be wandering about if they want to come to me. That's what I was meaning.
Yeah, if you can hear them and stuff, and you can talk to them, yeah. I mean, but proving that you can hear them is two different things. Is what I'm trying to say about that. I get what you're saying. Is that mine? Or is it y'all?
No. I'm just playing with my cards. I've got to do some of my horns at all times, so I just tend to sit and shuffle my cards.
But my phone's not close to it.
Do you want to do a card reading for Sunday, Andrina?
I'm not bothered. I'm just shuffling my cards, Chris, because I've got to do something with my horns at all times. So if anybody wants a card...
I'll pick somebody out the chat, right?
It's up
for the
to
first
them.
person tonight, I will go with Dobby.
Probably a lot of spirits want to come through.
What, card reading?
Do you want a tarot?
Give him a card?
Dobby. Sorry, Luna?
Is it to give them a card?
Luna, have you got your cards there?
No, that's why I'm asking. Did Scott, not Scott, but Chris, is Chris picking Dobby to get a card?
Yes.
technically they're supposed to ask for one.
Right.
For it to be,
Everybody ask for the card.
correct.
Yeah.
And I say that, I don't mean, it's up to you, I don't care, but I'm just saying for it to be correctly for them only, they need to say yes, they want a reading, or yes, they want a card.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Don't take it that way. I'm just saying, in normal circumstances,
yeah, the way it does, they've got to want.
They're supposed to ask for one.
But remember, it's them that's going to
If you want one,
Right, has
I've
anybody
just
want
got
the
to be doing some with my hands at
One.
all times,
Okay,
and my
give
card
me one
shut,
then.
so
Give me one then.
you want one? Right, it's my normal tarot cards I've got in my hand, so you just want just a one card future card again. What do you want? Do you want a postcard for Spirit, Chris?
Surprise me. Aye, take a postcard for Spirit.
Right. I've actually got all my decks
From
here.
beyond.
I found the three that was missing. They were down the back of my just the drawer.
Three missing. That's like,
think of your question you want.
think
It's
of the
postcard
question.
for Spirit.
He said that's a good question.
This has got to be a good one. I'm not obviously I can't tell you, but
I'll shuffle them and I will ask your guides to give you what postcard they think you need to benefit from hearing, okay?
by the way.
Delby wants one whenever you're done with Chris.
Okay. Okay, doc. Right. Where are we going? Oh, this, I think you've auditioned before, Chris. A rigid tree branch breaks under strong winds, yet flexible seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. Right now, we gently remind you that being flexible is a good choice when faced with life challenges. Surrender your fixed ideas to Spirit, who knows what it is in your highest good and can deliver to you what you need in the appropriate forum. In this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of your ways working out, be a little looser and allow for another outcome. Compromise can be the best way forward if you are to learn new ways of doing and seeing. Stay aware, curious, and teachable. Take life on life's terms. Your purpose may push you in a direction not on your map. Let it be so flexible that no storm can uproot you. In the end, you will still be rooted in the world in abundance, and you will indeed experience the beauty that is yours. We love you. I think you've had that card before.
I've had that one before.
Right.
Right, Dobie wants to be
This
next.
deck gets boring to you guys because I do it all the time. And I'll switch decks because I've got Moonology and things as well. I just tend to think he's all like the postcard Spirit. But there is other decks. Was it a postcard for Spirit you want, Dobie? Or a Moonology, or the other ones have I got? I've got the Oracle of E. I've got the Collect Barn Read. That's the Oracle of E. Just let me know, missus.
Yeah, can I just jump in for 2 seconds? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but Jack Evelyn was says, is that in Ireland or Scotland? Is that the Dobie dog a friendly ghost? I think probably Greyfriars Bobby.
It's Greyfriars Bobby.
Jack Greyfriars Bobby is in Edinburgh. Basically, was a wee Scottish Terrier, Skye Terrier, whose master passed away, and for 14 years, the dog sat at his graveside every day for 14 years, guarding the grave. Basically, it's a very famous story. There's been books and films made about it, and he has a friendly spirit.
That's what was said.
Sorry,
Did I think
Bruce. Just I seen that comment. And
That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right, Dobby. Go, Mrs. Sometimes it's wonderful to give, but then are times you might find yourself overgiving. Now might be a good time to check in and see what you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give to you, even if you are more comfortable being generous and being the giver, the healer, the rescuer. In the art of living, we sometimes overlook an important skill, receiving gracefully and without gratitude, without diminishing yourself or trying to deny vulnerability or bringing an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people, maybe to you. You do not need you do not need a this for that in your exchange with others. You are doing good in the world. Let the world give back and support you. Then you can give up the old stories that have you convinced you have to do everything alone with no help. Let your will be filled. We all love you so much. There you go, Doga. I like it when
you're
you get
welcome,
careful.
Jack.
Because it just lets you know, Mrs., that everything's still going with the flow, and that just to maybe sit back and relax and let it happen. I know you're choking to get out of running things, aren't you? Core troubles is taking all the people's monies, isn't it? Poor Dobby.
Yeah.
Well, she wants a wee run, isn't it?
I'm desperate to get to a car garage to buy a car, but everyone I went to look at have either been sale or it's a pile of shite.
I know.
You're not having much joy in the car department, are you?
No.
You'll know it when you see it, Chris. You just need to be patient.
I seen a cracker of a motor, but then I read in the description it had a head-on crash, and it was a class, it was in a smash. No wonder it was half price.
I think the sage would need to come out for that car with the bad energy that would be in it.
No, there's one that I've got my eye on, it's really nice looking motor. It's a Peugeot 3008.
Means nothing to me, sorry. Don't know about cars.
That's the big one, isn't it?
Aye, but it's the 2 litre turbo diesel. It's only £140 a year road tax.
We did 2008 before.
Leonard, they've lost me once they start talking about cars. I'm not a car person.
Look, it's like a fighter jet inside.
I don't hear no static.
Yeah?
What static noise is she talking about?
No, I don't hear a noise. Do you?
Y'all hear a static noise? I don't hear nothing.
Sarah, I don't know, Mrs. It must be on your side.
I can hear a squeaking noise now and again, but that's that.
All right, I'm unmuted now. Do you hear it?
No, we don't hear it, Sarah. It's maybe because if you just say you unplugged your earphones or something. Or you put yourself on mute or something, did you say a wee while back? Don't know. I just know I can't hear a noise, guys. I don't know if
it's maybe the storm that's hitting Britain. It's maybe all the phone wires and all that moving about.
Does anyone else chat hear the noise?
Weird.
Strange. Dobby said something about too many talking at once. It's confusing.
That was earlier, I think, before we started actually reading cards.
I just said it a while ago.
Chappies, who have we all still got? We've got Nevis Stark still here. Dobby's. Oh, hiya, Jack Evelyn. Jack, is it Jackie or Jack? Is it a boy or a girl? Because if it's Jack, it's a boy, obviously. If it's Jackie, it's a girl. So that's a mystery. Can you type?
Did you just hear that?
Did you mute me, Christopher?
I'm playing about with the settings, sorry.
Dark is saying it's probably me.
Sorry.
I'm not looking at you.
No,
that's my dubbing. She freaks out that look.
The things you could do, it's all changed now.
Let me
It's all changed now. I was just fiddling.
Sorry, Lena.
So I'm on mute and see if it's me.
I honestly can't hear anything.
I can't hear nothing.
Can anybody else in chat hear anything?
I can hear a wee squeak, like an old wheelbarrow going.
That's your neighbours. It's that time of night. Chris doesn't get that.
No, I just.
It would be a bit hard.
He's uncorrupted.
Sound.
It's
Sounds like a fan, Beth says.
single parent.
I can't hear anything, honestly.
Okay, was it me?
Girl.
No.
Oh, Jackie's a girl. Right. It's Jackie.
Wally, no, I can't hear it.
Oh, right. Wally wants to know if Scott can hear it. Can you hear it, Scott? No.
What does it
No,
sound like?
I can't hear nothing.
I think
Is it
all of
squeaky?
us. I think all of us that's on
Right,
the car can hear it.
let
But
me-
chat can.
Right, let me try something. Right, I'm going to mute you individually. Right, just first I'm going to try with Scott. Keep talking, Scott.
No, I can't hear nothing. No
It's
idea.
Scott, it's no Scott's end. Right, let me try you and Gina.
Right, I'll
Tell
keep
me if-
playing. You know me, I'll just.
Right, I've muted her. Can you hear it?
No.
hear it.
It'll just need to be
Me?
this way, guys. It's obviously no, it's not you. I
The
don't know
host
who
has
it is.
unmuted your mic. Honestly, don't know, Sarah, pal. God, I really don't know.
We'll blame it on the spirits.
It's the spirits. They're at
No,
it
it's the
again.
one that's in my room. It wouldn't be him. He's nice.
No, Beth, here's a buzz. Oh my jeez, what's going on, troops?
I hear a buzz. Sarah's saying it's away.
Oh, I don't know what's going on, folks. It's jumping from one person in chat to the next. It's not Mary, we know that, right?
It's the night of the squeaks. I tell you what, Scott, I'm going to mute you for a second. Let's try to try something.
And the Wi-Fi?
Right, can any of you hear it? I've muted Scott.
No, I can't hear him.
She trying to say it was Scott
I think he must be.
Getting the blame on her.
away for a second.
Scott.
Now it's back.
Right, right. Buzzing
Let's go,
again,
Scott.
Beth says.
Who do you have muted though? Whenever Sarah.
I'll mute myself, watch.
It was away for a second, now it's back. It must be Davey in your bit then, I would say, Scott. Is it maybe one of your earphones on the like pushed right in or something? Make sure it's pushed right in.
It might be
Yeah,
his
okay.
hamster's running too quick.
I don't hear it.
You still hear it?
Now it's back, Sarah says. I don't confuse me, this is too much for my brain to take in. I'm shuffling my cards. If anybody
We'll
wants
just-
to give the
just
spirit
leave this there.
before we go, guys, my son's
I don't even have a fan on. I turned them all off.
I don't think it's you, Luna, at all,
It's not
because
you,
when
Luna.
Chris muted you, the noise was still
Right.
there. So
I'm
it
going to
didn't-
mute. I'm going to mute myself, and then Gina, tell us what you think.
He's, Sarah said when Chris muted Adrena, it went away. Then it came back, and yet can still hear it.
Right,
Hey.
wait, I'll mute and Gina again, right?
Right, mute me again.
Right, that's that. It's muted. My husband went away, hasn't it? Scott, can you hear it?
I can't hear anything. I've not heard anything all along.
I haven't
Can you
either.
hear it? Can you not hear it?
Nope.
No.
Well, can something.
You two say I'm gonna jump into the room and see what Sarah's talking about, see what she's hearing. Because I can't hear a thing.
Right,
Right, I'll leave this here.
I can't hear that.
Did it
Yeah,
go
I
away
can't
when I was muted? Did it come back? I don't
It's
know.
away. Paranormal UK. I wonder if it's your mic.
Mine's
I unplug it and plug it back in again.
me.
Mhm.
Andrina.
Mhm.
Right. Oh, yeah. Just about it, money. My mic's out. But remember, I've got two mics. I've got the one in my camera and I've got the one in my earphones.
I'm wondering if that's what it is.
I can't hear you.
Just leave your microphone plugged in and unplug your earphones.
Hear you at all. Hello?
I am here. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Have you got the air conditioner running or the heat was on? Something to cause them to sound like a fan or something blowing? That could have been it too. And it stopped.
Plug it back in. Plug it back in, Gina. All your stuff, plug it back in.
Hello, 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 hello.
Could you hear it, Scott? Could you hear it?
It's not a buzzing. It's a very, very faint static.
Squeak.
No, I wouldn't say it's a squeak. It's very, very faint. I can't hear it on this. I can hear it on Sarah's on the laptop.
Maybe it's Sarah's laptop.
Is it me? Toby says it's
say
back
that.
on.
Say
Thanks,
no in the
Toby.
group. She's no in the
I'm
chat.
not hearing it at all.
That's why I was saying,
I
Chris,
don't
that
know
maybe
what
Sarah's hearing it coming through like her Wi-Fi. That's why I was saying that, because Sarah's no on panel. She's only watching.
Lewis is saying it's me.
It's really pitchy here. I don't understand how it could be like that in one and know the others, but that's weird, is it not? Would it not be the same? It's not true, right? Would it not be the same right through everybody's earphones and chat?
Right, listen, I'm going to mute each of you for 2 minutes, right? Everybody, I'm going to start with Gina first, right? You ready?
Right, okay.
Right, I've muted Gina. Can you hear the high-pitched squeal? Speak, Scott.
No, can't hear nothing. Can't hear a thing.
Anything?
I don't hear nothing either.
It stopped. It's in Gina's mic. It's in Gina's.
There's Lewis who's saying it's 100% me.
You too, though.
No,
That's what Wally just shouted up. Wally just shouted up there. Sorry,
I
Lena.
was muted too, so just hang on a minute.
there is a wee squeaky noise. I can hear it, and
Wally shouted up there that when Scott was muted, it went away.
Right, I'll mute Scott. Right, Scott's muted.
Right. But I don't know, because I don't hear anything, folks. Sorry, I don't.
I'm
gone now.
Too, so that's the problem.
Beth,
I think it's me.
Beth says it's gone now.
Well,
is it really unbearable? Is that why it's? These are really. Is it unbearable? Is that why these are saying it?
It doesn't annoy me. It just sounds.
Is it staticky? I can't hear anything, Chris.
Is it back?
Oh, I can.
That's what I'm asking, Lena. Is it?
All I can hear is
What?
Stop. Who's muted? Scott's muted.
It was when you moved your mic. Wally said, Scott, when you moved, or son, your mic moved, and that's when the noise came. So it's maybe your.
When I moved, I took these room, sat them on the couch, and went into the room.
It's maybe them then. Change your earphones.
Right, wait a minute. I'll mute and Gina at the same time. Right, I'm going to mute both of these. Mute. Right, guys, it's just me and Lunar that's not muted. What's it like?
I don't hear nothing.
No. Right, I'm going to unmute them again, okay?
Yep.
Right. It's gone. It's obvious. It's your mic, Gina.
Is it my mic? Right. Mm-hmm. Right. It's because I've probably got the mic on my headphones and on my webcam, guys. Wait, not take the headphones after. Let me know if it's away. Is it away now? Is it away? Can you hear me?
Is it away now, guys?
Let me know if you can hear. Can you hear me all right? See me?
It's went away now, hasn't it?
Can you see me?
And then
Is it okay now?
Okay, Dark said, he sent me a message, said that it happened when Scott was up on my panel. It was happening then. He heard it then. And he said now he's up here, he can hear it again. He thinks it's his headphones.
That's
That when he
that's what Wally's been saying.
when he moves, his headphone moves and it causes it to scritch through.
I think that's what Willie spotted to Luna. Something about his headphones.
Maybe he just needs one set. Have they got another set? Where'd he go?
Thanks, chat, for letting us know. Sorry about this.
I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry,
I
folks.
can't hear nothing. See when I can't hear nothing.
Couldn't hear anything
Oh, he
either.
needs to come back. He needs to come back without the headphones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe if he grabs another pair.
Why
Sorry,
can't
folks.
Why can't he just take them
These are
off?
all okay. The others off.
Right,
Can you
Denny's
hear
back
us all
again.
right, Scott?
Is that any better?
Is that you headphones?
Yeah, I don't hear it now.
I didn't hear anything.
No, I'm not any headphones in.
I didn't hear a thing anyway. Is everything all right?
That's
I don't know.
that's the way.
I think I kicked myself out of the chat for a second by accident.
You need to get you some new headphones or something. That'll work. It's probably that.
Yeah, well-
Because I'm telling you what, when Carol's up on my panel, hers do the same thing. It will literally, and I'm like, Carol, stay still for a
My
second.
apologies, people.
It's all right. I wasn't hearing it, but I mean, I could hear it once a month, but not like major. But
I couldn't hear a thing either.
apparently they could.
But,
Right now, everybody's saying,
my bad. My bad.
oh, well, it's done now, isn't it? So it's happening, trips. Anybody else want a postcard for Spirit after all that drama? It's up to you. I'm no bother, folks. I'm just here to shuffle my cards and keep me in my business.
I don't know what everybody's going on.
I like I said, Lewis has a point. You can get you a streaming cam and that has a built-in mic. That's what I got.
That's what I got. I think it was only £8.
It works fantastic, let me tell you.
£8. Mine was off of Amazon.
I am probably every bit of 6 or 7 foot away from it right now, and you can hear me just fine. And I'm not talking loud. I'm talking plain. So I mean, picks up fine.
That's really good. That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it off Amazon for $50.
Well, I got mine off the Amazon for I think it was £8. So I don't know what that is in dollars.
I would just like
It's
to
not
say,
about that
Lewis,
size. It's about
if
that.
you're right, Lewis, and I win the lottery tonight, goodbye, everyone. It's on you all.
I want your card then. If you win
My
the
motor's
lottery.
got the scrap here. My motor's going to scrap. My motor's getting scrapped. You need to spend about 20 grand with it to get it back.
Don't want the wee ghost busting car to go away. I get attached to things.
Can you not sell it for parts?
Busting car. I need to get a part of it for memory.
No.
Give me the
You buy
aerial
any
or
car.
something.
You buy any car.
.com.
I'll give me 150 quid for it.
I want one of the keys.
A wee souvenir, a wee memento.
There's
It's
Lewis
got
wants a
this
boat.
first ghost busting car. It's got
Lewis, if I win the
Sorry.
lottery tomorrow, I'm going to buy you
You a boat.
your own inflatable dinghy.
I've been enough of water. No boats. Boat? Do you want a boat, Willie? Lewis has got to buy a boat.
If you hit the water, you're going to do what?
Go fishing on it.
Willie says he'll go in the boat with you and fish.
Okay,
Lewis.
I'll tell you what I'll do for everybody in the chat. If I win the lottery tonight, I see the Titanic 2 is nearly finished in China. I'll book you all a ticket.
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Let's get it. Well,
I'll pass. I'm not going to China.
Yeah, I don't want to go on your boat. Keep it.
I'm not flying either, so.
Me neither, Luna. I'm the same as you. I just don't think I'll ever go anywhere
Much
off this.
I would love to come over there. I am not flying.
I don't know how I would ever get to America either, because I don't want to go on a boat and I'm a wee bit of it flying, so...
You can get to
Maybe
America with a
teleport.
cargo ship.
Laura, they'd have to give me about 20 Xanaxes before I could get on a plane.
No, it's just the thought of that distance between you and the ground, isn't it? It scares
You know
you.
what my biggest fear is going down in the ocean. You know, I'm not a small person, and I can see them sharks saying, breakfast, lunch, and supper right there.
Hi, Lauren.
I'd be a meal for some. I'd be a meal for them fishes. No. I don't want a part of that.
I can't even swim. That is my worst fear, is the open ocean, honestly. I really can't take it. I'd have a panic attack the minute the boat left the shore. I couldn't even go on the ferry.
There's Scott back again.
Panic
Scott,
attack.
I don't know what happened there. I just disappeared.
That's you pressing buttons.
Somebody doesn't want me on here tonight.
No, he keeps leaving and coming back again.
Spirits pressing the buttons.
That's what I'm going to do. Guys, if I win the lottery tonight, I'm going to buy a couple of tickets to the Titanic 2 for some of our lucky subscribers.
Oh, good. I hope they enjoy it, because it'll not be me. I'll be unsubbing.
I heard the ship's not got enough lifeboats, but don't worry, with its modern technology, it should be fine.
Aye, the sharks will get big teeth.
Are you there, Scott?
I'm here.
Your boat,
He's muted.
your rubber dinghy that they have tied to the side of it.
I can hear you, Scott.
What are you barking for?
Oh, Christ almighty there, I had my turtle boots up. What the hell is that?
Don't know what she's barking for.
Can you hear me?
Pop. So be it.
Sorry, my son's in here talking to me. I had to mute for a second, listening to him. So hang on a second. Are you asking me something? Is that what you're saying?
No, just talking.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Hi, Auntie Nelly. She said, is it actually Lauren or is it shelling and all? Did they notice if shell was it? Just the way.
You should do a live one night, Drew, with Michelle Carey.
Oh, well, she's always moaning that you don't invite her on a podcast. I got it every other day after, because she didn't get an invite.
I'll tell you what, on Friday, Michelle, come and join us on Ghost to Ghost.
You have to invite her personally, because she'll not take it from me. It'll be, no, they didn't invite me personally.
You know, on Saturday, Chris, Ghost to Ghost.
I can't hear you, Scott.
My best pal is very stubborn.
Can't hear you.
I don't know.
There's something wrong with Scott's phone.
Didn't Lauren? Your mum needs to be invited personally by Chris or whoever's podcast it is.
I'm going to check my Euro Millions. Is there Euro Millions?
He's got to check his Euro Millions.
If I really have won that, I promise you that I'm going to treat you to a cruise. Something.
No. Wally says if you win the lottery, you have to bring him 4 beer. That's the last time.
4 beer? If I win the lottery tonight, I'll buy him a brewery.
No, don't do that. It's bad enough. Well, maybe I would if you did that then.
It's 58.
Chris, can you hear me now? I'll say that as a no.
Scotland can hear you.
Can you hear me? No, I can't.
I can't hear.
Can you hear me? Can you hear us?
Aye.
Can you hear me and Luna? Luna, speak.
Aye.
Thanks, Dobby.
Son. Luna's talking to her son. Shell phone dead. I'm not okay. I'm okay, thank you. Listen to myself.
I'm telling you,
Shell,
I think there's I think there's a problem with StreamYard tonight. I was just doing the main site. I think they're having problems.
Maybe.
Eh?
You need like your 20 hours or whatever it is. Chris, have you maybe done your 20 hours? Is it 20 hours are free? You get a week or something?
No, I've got ages left. I've got 16 hours or something.
The Jack can say he can hear everybody, so we're all fine.
I don't know.
Folks, I need to go make my son's supper and that.
Aye, what time is it? I'll stay on for another half hour, talk to Luna. And...
I'll go make him start eat quickly and I might get back in to say cheery to everybody for 5 minutes, right?
No bother.
Right, okay, I'll
Catch you
leave you
later,
in a
Gina.
bit. Sketches in a bit.
Talk to you soon, Drew. Beth
Baby, I
saying
cannot
she can hear me.
Scott.
And
I maybe catch you
Luna,
10
can you
minutes
hear
before
me?
you.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I can hear Luna, but I can't hear Scott.
You can't hear Scott?
No.
Huh.
I've got my volume all the way up. I cannot hear you. Right, camera, settings, audio, iPad.
Well, we have
microphone.
technical difficulties tonight, right?
I think
We're
there's
having-
something wrong with StreamYard. I think there is something wrong with StreamYard because I had a notice earlier on. I think that's what's wrong. I don't know what's going on. A lad. Say it at the stream. Sarah, say something.
Hello.
I can hear you. I can hear Luna. I can hear Andrina. I can hear you. I just can't hear him.
Well, that noise
Scott,
is away altogether now.
difficulties.
Eh?
Maybe.
I just honestly, I just do not know. Honestly. I really don't want to-
everybody,
Where's my cardboard box? I'm going to put it at the top of my head.
everybody in the chat can hear me.
I can hear it just fine.
Wait, I will use my psychic energies. Scott. Scott is saying
Yes.
what he thinks. I don't know. Lost it.
As Chris is saying, because
I don't
everybody can hear me. Beth can hear me and she's in America, so can
hear
Luna.
you,
They're in America.
Sarah, but because you've not got your headphones in, it's all echoey.
Panther can hear me.
Leave and come back in again, Scott. I don't know what's going on tonight. I really don't. I never had the problems the other night, Luna. I never had this problem the other night.
No, I was just saying, I'll translate for him. What do you want to know?
It's ridiculous. It only happens. It's weird. It's something.
I mean, I'm all the way in the U.S. and you guys are hearing me just fine. I don't know what the deal is.
The stream. Are you there?
Can you hear me now?
Praise the Lord and hallelujah.
You can laugh, Luna. I need to put up with them in person sometimes, you know what I mean?
Where's my cross? The Spirit of Christ compels you.
Chris, you crack me up. You really do.
It's the Spirit.
You
That's
only see them.
Where did
You
Drew
only
go?
see them in lives.
Drew's a way to make somebody their dinner. I'm telling you, it's the spirits. You're
Right,
putting
is
them
that-
all out.
Is that
I can't
better?
hear Sarah.
Oh, well, I'll do Spirit Box, all right?
Beth,
You must take
Beth is saying she thinks Chris was pulling my leg. Very possibly, Beth. He's got that kind of sense of humour.
Look,
So
guys,
keep it right there.
I can't hear Sarah. Sarah, say something.
Panther, I'm in the U.S. too. I'm in Indiana.
I can't hear. I can't hear Sarah now.
Oh, he's at it. He's at it.
I'm no.
So, can you hear me?
I'm no.
I can hear you.
I'll take a video.
Luna,
I'll
can
show
you hear me?
You're all unmuted. I'll show
Yeah,
you.
I can hear you.
I can't hear him.
Why, who can't hear you now?
I can hear
Chris.
you. I can hear you, but I just can't hear Sarah.
Now you can't hear Sarah? Lord, I think you're the one having malfunctions. It's not us, it's you.
I totally agree with you, Luna. I think he's got the malfunction, as you say. There's something wrong at his end.
There's nothing. Look, I sent you the message. I'll send you
Oh,
that.
really, Panther? I'm about 10 minutes from Kentucky.
I've sent you a picture.
Right over
Sarah.
the bridge.
I have not muted you.
I'm at the bottom of
I
Indiana.
honestly don't know anymore. I honestly don't know. Where's my Bible? I need to get an exorcist round here or something. My laptop died and new bloody iPad's acting weird. You can clearly see I've not muted you.
I know, I don't know, because everybody else can hear me.
Leave and come back in again.
But then,
Bubble in.
if Sarah comes back in, you might be able to hear Sarah and you won't be able to hear me.
This is
Because
ridiculously stupid.
oh, hey, Lewis. Hope you're doing well and enjoying our weather. So we hear Scott all over the country, says Beth. Yes, indeed you do, Beth. Indeed you do. I think it can be quite loud at times, apart from sometimes when Chris is listening. You know, I think he's definitely. What do you think, Luna? You think he's pulling legs here?
I'm not putting Andy's leg out with it. I had to stream.
You know what that saying actually originates from?
See something.
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes! Hallelujah.
Now you talk, Scott, and see if he can still hear you.
Can you hear me?
Aye.
Oh, there you go.
I'm telling you.
Now you say something, Luna.
I'm telling you.
So that first one has to be capital.
Sorry about that.
A man.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
Lewis, is the static away now? I can't hear
Hey,
any
Nicole.
You can't hear me now?
No, I can hear fine. I can hear everybody, but the static noise that was giving me headaches away.
Aye, that's Andrina. She had that problem.
Are you hearing it still?
No, it's away. That's what I'm saying. It's totally away now.
You're Russian roulette. That we sucks.
We don't have this trouble in our lives. We can hear everybody. Know what I mean?
There's something wrong with StreamYard tonight. That's that.
Blame StreamYard. That's it. Blame StreamYard.
As StreamYard, I'm going to give them a good email tonight. That's what I'm going to do. No.
If they can hear you.
No, well, it's obviously right. I'm going to chop the door of the window.
So, Panther, you don't live too far from me. You're not too far from me, huh?
Beth, what's that in the chat? They're doing a commercial. Can you hear me now?
I'm about 10 minutes from Henderson. Literally.
Guys, I just don't know.
I
don't know.
I'm telling you.
Yes, you missed all the fun, Nicole.
Huh?
Yes.
It might be your guest, pulling your leg.
You better watch yourself, because if he keeps going down this road, he'll be getting an exorcist on.
He'll be getting evicted.
Is
that what you mean?
Sorry if I'm echoey, guys, but Scott has stole my earphones.
You're no echoey.
It's alright then.
Well, my pink ones obviously weren't working.
There's people in the chat now. There's people in the chat saying that they can't hear me now.
I think.
I hear you, Chris, but it's really soft. There's not much difference from when you started. I think have you turned your mic down on your computer in your settings or anything?
No. It's set exactly what it was set at.
Are you still using the iPad?
Aye. How do you sound now?
Same as always.
You sound all right now. I hear you.
Can you hear me all right? Can you hear me
now,
all
when
right?
you back off, it's whenever you're up close, I can hear you good. But when you back off, no.
Chris, try and unplug your microphone for your iPad.
I've not got a microphone. It's a built-in microphone.
But that's your problem then.
Are you using the built-in mic on there? Is that what you're using?
Aye, but how the hell did you plug the two in at the same time to an iPad?
You'll need to get
You need another mic.
A wee adapter thingy.
Adapter thing, that's the technical.
An adapter thingy. A thingy
it was working fine.
You need a small mic that you can attach to, like they use on the movie screens, the ones they attach to them. You need one like that.
I'm using my microphone on my laptop now because Scott stole my headphones.
Or a boom mic. There you go. Hey.
This is for my laptop. My laptop died. I'm going to try something, okay?
And plug that into your thing and put the settings.
I'm going to take this off. You leave your neck.
Silence.
We'll no hear him now. Jackson, we hear everybody.
Hi, Freak Show.
Well, I can't hear you. Say something then. Enton.
Hello.
Come on. I can't
hear
you.
Hello.
I guess they could hear him. They were teasing him.
Just give him that.
But he is really quiet though.
Oh my god. I can hear him, but he is quiet. He is quiet.
It's not working. It's not working.
Well, it probably is because you have to turn off the one that you have to switch it over to the mic. Instead of using the mic on the iPad, you have to switch it over to that mic. You know what I'm talking about?
I know. I'm not second.
You just have to try it.
It was working fine the other night. It was working absolutely fine when I did my live stream the other night. My Ghost to Ghost. It was working fine.
Your laptop was?
No, my iPad. My iPad.
And now it's not.
And now
you joined us last night as well, and it was working fine.
Well, they say they can hear you. They said it was messing with you. It is low. You are low, but we can still hear you.
You'll just need to shout, Chris.
We just can't talk over each other because we will not be able to.
Better. Yes, sound better.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yes, sound any better.
As long as we don't talk over you, I can hear you. Yeah.
Mhm.
Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Am I coming through clearer? Am I coming through clearer
yes.
than before?
You're fine. You're fine.
We can hear you fine. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
What I'm trying to say is I've turned something on to do with my mic. Am I coming through clearer?
Yes.
You know what the problem is? I've not seen you with your candy tonight. Maybe that's it.
I'm going to stay quite back. How am I coming through now? And I'm whispering.
A lot better.
You know what was wrong?
What?
You know what was wrong, chat? See if you go to the camera and mic, and you go to audio. There's a bit that says disable audio processing. I disabled it.
That was the problem.
We are back from beyond.
So,
it could be the musical. There you go.
It was you all along.
I'm going to blame
this whole time.
There's magic pixies living around here. I'm sure it was them. Magic pixie.
So it wasn't anybody else. It was the host all this time. Well, I hope you feel guilty.
To be fair, on Chris's part, to be fair, that is a new setting. That was needed before.
Wasn't it?
It's always, I've always had it in mind.
No, there's a wee box, Scott, when you go into the cam/mic settings, and it says audio suppress, and it makes everything quieter so that it cancels everything about you.
Right, disable audio processing.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got that here. I've had that all along. I could have told you that.
You're not lying.
I could have told you that, Chris. No, I can hear myself.
Ken Scott, I need to take you back into that tunnel.
And leave him there.
Right. I'm hearing everything twice.
What's the echo?
Like an echo now.
What have you done?
It's not me.
Right, is it echo away?
I can hear myself.
Hello. That's away.
It's away.
It was me. I'm sorry, guys. It was me.
See, get me the bloody blame. Blame it me.
I'm like, what? I was hearing myself talk. I don't like to hear myself talk.
The first time it was me.
For everybody watching, we are usually okay. We're not usually this thick, you know. So, you know, we are usually quite
up to buy you a
normal.
Titanic.
You know, I'm not talking about you, Luna. I'm not. You know, you're always okay. But we're not usually thick as bread.
So it's better now, Lewis. That's fine.
Oh my god!
We'll know in the future.
Usually
We'll
that
know in the future. Why was it echoing out of curiosity?
Because I turned that thing off that you turned on. No, I turned on the thing you turned off.
Right.
So we wasted about 30 minutes tonight on stupidity. It's the only word I can think of right now, stupidity.
My Dobby's is saying there's an echo.
Well, seriously, come on, guys. What is it? Echoes. Oh,
Dobby, is it away now?
I think I'll just go and lie in the middle of the road. Just lie down.
There's no echo now. I can't hear an echo.
I can't hear it.
Well, this is a live that will go down in history, is it not?
Yes. Freak show, the topic is how stupid we are.
Mm-hmm. It's a good job. I'm here to tell them what to do.
Oh, I know.
It only took you, what, an hour and 20 minutes to work it out, Christopher?
Not too bad, I mean. But anyway, hopefully the problem is fixed now. So what were you saying, Chris? You need to take me where?
Don't know.
To the tunnel of the castle and leave you there.
Mm-hmm.
But we couldn't get into the tunnel.
I'll get you
the tunnel was
Trust me, I'll get you
non-accessible. You what?
I'll get you down. I'll throw some palm of violets and you'll be away in there trying to claw them out.
Well, did you get a maraba or something? Did you see the size of the hole?
Yeah, you get in there and that squeeze.
Too small
a squeeze? I did go on a diet for about a year.
I think you could get in there and no bother.
You think so? Is that a challenge?
That's a challenge, there you go.
Would you think, Luna, do you think I should accept the challenge?
You're not allowed in.
Oh, what? Going on a diet?
For at least a year.
Going on a diet. Well, we went last week, Luna, and I thought, you know, it was like easy access to this tunnel. We got there, and the hole was maybe about a foot, just over a foot wide.
Get through there.
No, there ain't no way in a year of Sundays that I was getting my ass in that hole. You know what I mean? So,
we'll put you down first, we'll shove you in.
I might get my head in, but the rest of me needs to come with me.
We'll come and visit you. We'll bring you doing stuff in that if you get stuck. You know?
You get my butt.
There's the killers.
You get my head in it, fine, but then you have my butt sticking up in the air and folk will be sat there. Folk will be looking for somebody to park their bike. You know what I mean?
Is that right, Scott? The sheep will keep you company.
So that's where I park my bike. I mean, I'll, you know, see if you get into all the stuff.
The grass?
Don't we call it, so we'll just call it stuff.
It's called plants.
Then,
these green
the green stuff. The green stuff. The overgrowth. Then I'll have a wee look. I really don't see how I can do it, but we shall try. And it could be a way to make amends for your stupidity and carelessness tonight. We are actually, you know, muting people and.
It's the technology problem. StreamYard I have got the new update, so
There's Drew's volunteering. She says the food shortages will help me diet. Drew says she will go in.
There you go. You were wanting to send a boy in. With a bit of rope round his
Aye,
waist.
I was going to give him a torch. I was going to tie a rope round his waist just so we could haul him back out. You know, I wasn't going to let him get in himself. He would have had a torch.
You could do a giveaway in your channel when you get to 100 subscribers. One of your lucky subscribers could go down the hole for you.
We'll just get Lewis up for Essex. He'd fit.
We'll get you in there, Lewis. You know.
By hook or by crook, we shall get in.
There's a good one. I would never charge 10p, 5p. Weekends, 7p.
We're talking about a pound.
Mates rates for you, Dobie. Mates rates 10p, 5p for you, sorry, that's mates rates, as they say.
There's Lewis saying he's skinny enough. There we go, Lewis. Come up here and you can get filed down a hole, son.
Beth is saying, Scott, grease up a bit and you'll get... grease up a bit and you've got this. So you need to cover me in grease up vegetable oil or something like that.
Well, I tell you what we'll do. We'll get you one of the wetsuits, right? And we'll cover you all in Vaseline. You're he different, and then we'll just ram you.
Last week you wanted me to dress up as a woman. Last night you wanted me to dress up as a Tudor. You know, a woman in Tudor clothing. And tonight you want to dress me up in a wetsuit and cover me in Vaseline. I think, you know, there's some serious questions need to be asked here, Chris. Don't you?
You're the one that was going on about King. What was his name again? King Henry or something? What was that?
I've heard the people that put rubber suits on and coat themselves in Vaseline. Don't let the bald head fool you. I am not one of them. There's a name for, you know, stuff like that.
Sarah.
Are you listening to this, Luna?
Want to tell us?
There's nothing. No, are you the one that's coming up with the ideas?
You're the one that
I would never think of dressing in a wetsuit and a diver's helmet and coat myself in grease. I mean, what kind of situation? Here's a question for you, right? In life, what kind of situation would you require you dressing up as in a wetsuit and covering yourself in Vaseline? I can't think of any.
Can I put Beth's comment up?
Oh, I think a few things.
Right in there.
That's true, Beth. Freak Show is saying kinky. So this chat is mental. You see, guys, I hope you'll put. Excuse me. I hope you'll put a wee comment up as to whose ideas these are. Well, not mine.
Out my chat too long.
I think so, Luna. I've heard some of your chat, and I was shocked and stunned, if not a little amazed. I mean, I was kind of gobsmacked. But no, I think last week you wanted me to dress up as a woman. Oh, and wear a wig. That was the other thing. You wanted me in a red wig.
You suggested dressing up, Dane, and get a Halloween special. I think it would look lovely. It's just a comment, you know.
So, Chris, how long have you been having these kinky thoughts of yours?
Oh, I don't know. A long time.
Well, put it this way, Luna. He lives in a very small village, really in the middle of nowhere.
And he slaps his uncle's balls.
See if we can get his face from 3 Shades of Red.
He sucks his uncle's balls, and there's a lot of sheep around. They're always running away from him.
I gave you 2, and what did Sarah do? Sucked both his uncle's balls.
At the same time.
What?
Just put it this way. See when Chris goes out for a walk and the sheep see him coming, they run in the opposite direction. If you get my meaning. last week,
What's that
dress up as a
freak-
woman.
What's that freak show? Has
Freak
dry
show needs
laps.
Vaseline.
Dobby, you are correct.
Oh God.
Chris
I don't
does
know.
have some kinky thoughts.
Do tell, Lewis. How do you know he's got dry lips?
Shrimp Shack, exactly. Put up Shrimp Shack's comment.
Hey guys,
There.
how many of you think that Scott should dress up for Halloween live?
I think you
That-
do.
Can you
I'm
put
gonna
up
go
Shrimp
with-
Shack's
I'm-
last comment?
I think
You are both turn yourselves into women and see which one's the prettiest.
Oh, I think I'd win hands down. I think I've got the
Yeah.
ears for it.
No,
No help. Can't help.
I don't know. I don't know there.
Right, Beth?
It's
Oh my God.
but it's just got the fixation about dressing up as a woman. You never suggest dressing up as a Victorian gentleman or a ghoul or a vampire. It's always a woman.
Right, I want you to dress up.
There you go,
As
guys. There's your, there's your
vampire.
costumes.
And now tonight, you want me to dress up as a slippery diver?
There you go, Scott. I found your costume.
I don't go for the off the shoulder look. I don't go for that. So so this time you want me to dress up as a slippery diver. So I'm dreading the next time we're on.
A serious
Just don't
question.
dress
When's
up
your
as
next
fairy
live
and
stream,
y'all be
Scott?
alright.
When's your next live stream, Scott?
Tomorrow.
What's the subject?
The paranormal side to the Tudor story last night.
Well, last night we covered Henry VIII and his 6 unfortunate wives. So tomorrow night it says we're doing the paranormal side to it, hauntings and whatnot. Who's still around? Who's not
What
still
time?
around?
Before I go off, what time will that be?
9 o'clock. I think 9 o'clock. I think. And I will not be dressed as a woman or a diver.
Or a nun.
I mean, like, now it's just
Oh.
getting ridiculous.
There you go, Chris. There's your costume.
Nah, I'm Catholic. I couldn't dress up. I'm dressing up as Uncle Fester.
Helen says it's the baldy head that does it. I know. Everybody gets the wrong impression. Helen, Nelly, sorry. Everybody gets the wrong impression. But should be 9 o'clock tomorrow night, and I will be dressed as I am just now. Not any kind of. I won't be sitting like looking like Anne Boleyn or anything like that. You know, or Jack Cousteau. I mean, who's been dipped in Vaseline, so that should be quite normal.
You can. I'm going to go to my bed tonight and have terrible dreams now because you just said.
I know.
Well, it's your idea, isn't it?
It's just you keep bringing it up, man. You keep bringing it up.
Because it's just. Luna, are you still with us?
I know.
Yeah. Have you ever heard anybody suggest that a man dresses up in a wetsuit and covers himself in Vaseline?
Well, you don't know. These folk can do pipes and stuff like that, you know.
No. Well,
Thank you. That's all I need to know. See, Luna, no. So,
Right, guys. I'm about to end the show, and I would like to thank you all for coming. And for my technical difficulties, at least managed to fix it for Scott.
see, that's the angry face.
I'll see you in your live stream tomorrow night. I'll bring the Vaseline.
I'm going tonight.
Are you going live tonight, Luna?
Yep.
I'll
What
pop up
time?
and say hello. Oh dear Scott, if you can't laugh, get what I mean?
About 7.
Laugh,
Exactly. Luna,
laugh.
sorry, you do need to laugh. Sorry, Luna, what time you going live at?
Between now and 7. Probably about closer to 7, I'm saying.
7, so that. 2 hours time.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be sleeping.
Mm.
Trying to say you're not going to be there?
It's 11:15 now, so 2 hours would take us to 1:15. I will definitely be sleeping.
Sarah will be sleeping by 11:30.
Mm.
Bet you. I bet you. And
I
dreaming
bet you.
of men in divers, wetsuits and Vaseline.
Oh, aye. Can't even wait till I close my eyes tonight.
She keeps going on
Or a-
about it. It's as if he's
or a
listening,
Tudor-
isn't it?
Live.
Or a Tudor woman who needs a shave.
I had a shave
Aye.
tonight. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Right, thanks guys
I
for
can
coming.
tell.
I'll see you all tomorrow night. I'll see you the night, Luna. Thanks for coming. Bye guys.
Bye.